Chris Rugg, head boys basketball coach, Elk Grove High School. I've been coaching since I first started my career as a teacher in the district. I started as a math teacher at Hersey High School, and my mentor was Don Rowley Sr. Don was the head boys basketball coach at that time, and I was fortunate enough to be on staff with him and learn from him. From there, I had a chance to work at Elk Grove previously under Anthony Furman, and then again at Hersey under Steve Messer, Austin Scott, and David Hess. From all those guys, I learned a lot, and it's really helped me to form my own philosophy as a head coach now. The reality is, if you're doing this job long enough, you have to be in it because you really enjoy working with the kids. You see kids coming from all different sorts of backgrounds. I have my own kids as well, so I see their athletic ups and downs, and the opportunity to help other youngsters is really appealing to me. Obviously, I love the game of basketball, which is why I choose to coach that sport. But having the opportunity to help develop the young men is really what's most appealing about these jobs. I played in high school. I played soccer, basketball, baseball. I always tell people it was a different era. I grew up in the 90s. I was in Pennsylvania, school of about 1,200. So it was a little bit easier for us to be able to play. Obviously, an era bygone where you still played 3 sports. I don't think you have too many kids nowadays to do that. But I was very fortunate to be at a place where I did have opportunities to play. A lot of things growing up as a kid. Obviously, that had a profound impact on myself as part of the reason why I do what I do now. Well, I think one of the appeals of being here at Elk Grove is having been at the school before, having been in the community, knowing that there's a lot of opportunity for us to build here. Obviously, we've been on some tough times the last few years, but there's a lot that we're doing behind the scenes with the feeder program, youth outreach, spend a lot of time with our kids, getting them in the gym, and trying to build a culture and a style of play that both the kids and the community can really get behind. And I think they're going to find it to be a fun style of play once we actually get into playing some games in the winter. I'm excited about the team. You know, I think every head coach goes through a genesis where whatever their first group is, they have a special attachment to. It's going to be their first team, their first group of seniors, etc. I think what we saw this summer is we had 3 weeks, like every other team does in the summer, and each week we got a little bit better. Our first week, it was a real shock playing the speed and the style. By week 2, we found our first victory. In week 3, we had a game where we scored in the 80s. So, you know, those little moments of growth really gives you hope and optimism as we get into the actual season here. Well, you know, I've got a really unique perspective because my own son is a junior, and so there's a lot of kids in the conference right now who I've watched grow up literally since 3rd and 4th grade. Obviously, playing Hersey, where I just came from, is going to be a special night, but I know a lot of the kids at Wheeling, Prospect, Rolling Meadows, Buffalo Grove. So the reality is every time that we go out, I'm going to be playing against kids that I've known since 3rd and 4th grade. So that's going to really be a special opportunity for me this year. Come here.